the left baseline where Northridge will grab it, and now they'll work their way left to right on the radio dial. On the post up, Eaton tries to spin underneath, lost the ball on the way up, loose ball, taken back by Derek Troyer. Troyer will get it set up for Eaton. Eaton got it by Ryan Welch out high, now back to the corner, Troyer, baseline drive, low up, missed it. Wow. Down off the Troyer, off, now they're back into the hands of Northridge. There's a Silvertown Colburn, here's Eaton for three from downtown. And Northridge gets on the board early, now 3-0 tie. So Plymouth quickly on the offensive side of the ball. Ryan Welch will get it over to Runs. Runs looking, nothing happening, still looking now to Hodges at the top. Hodges gets it over to Randy Amos. Baseline drive, he's going to kick it to the middle, but runs back out to Hodges. Doesn't shoot, I should say. Now it's on to the hands of Davis. He wants the three ball. After right back, Dive will through. So both money men come up with the big blows early. Coach Scott wants him to block out and get the rebound as the Northridge had 3 shots in that first possession. Battle the basketball on the left wing side. That's Todd Cobo, the senior. Late entry. Eaton gets the kick back up to Troyer for 3. Troyer buries his 12th 3 of the season. And it is a 6-3 Northridge score. On the left side, Nylander coming back on the offense. Top of the key to the ends. Over the right side, Davis. Nothing inside for Plymouth right now. Randy wants the right baseline, looks to kick to the middle. There's Rans. Oh, he missed it, but he drew the foul. 6:17 remaining in the first on this stoppage of play, and Rans will go to the free throw line for the Pilgrims. Jeremy, a 5'8 junior, only 8 points on the season. This will be his 8th trip to the line. He is 6 of 7 on the year. And the free throw is up and no good. Score stays 6-3. So a second effort coming up here by Renz. It is up and that free throw is good. 2-point lead for Northridge. They have the basketball. They've scored in the first 2 possessions. Both of them on threes. One from Troyer, one from Eaton. And it's Troyer with the basketball walking across the timeline. He's going to have a baseline run by Coburn to the near side, but it's worked into the hands of Dobrins. Into Eaton, spotting up against Renz. Eaton slowed down, now shoots over Renz and got the roll on his 10-foot turnaround.
That's what he does so well. He just goes vertical quickly.
8-4. There's Davis. Fakes a 3, baseline drive, kicked it to Welch, who lost it, back to Randy, who fights for it and gets it out. Randy now uses a curl to Nylander in the corner for 3. Nick air ball. And here comes the outlet Raiders on the run. Troyer underneath and getting the layup for 2 is Luke Hofsheimer. 10-4 Northridge here in the early stages of this one. So Hofsheimer with the bucket. And it's now Renz to the far side, Davis. Plymouth trailing here by 6. And the post up to Welch. Double team, do the foul. Nope, he's caught for the offensive foul.
Things not going our way right now. We have to work our way through this. So far, Ridge has scored every time they've had the ball, Tony. 100% scoring possessions.
Well, the official comes over and talks to John about the play, and he said Ryan lowered the shoulder. Tough call. Derek Troyer coughs up the ball, then going after it is Hodges.
That's what we were talking about. Randy and Hodges playing great defense on Troyer. That's Plymouth ball, turnover Ridge.
Well, Northridge has come to play, and we better figure out a way to start matching that intensity real quick. We do there, and that defensive stop. Now let's see if we can get the offense rolling. This is Hodges to the left side, Nylander. Nylander popping out to Renz. Renz right side, Davis off a nice screen. A 3 by Randy off the rim. Welch tips it up twice. Loose ball to Renz. Shot fake, and he draws the foul.
Nice job of Ryan Welch keeping that ball alive. Eaton, I think, might get that. Let's see who they call. Yes, that's going to be on Brent Eaton, his first.
Now here's where Renzi's got to start hitting. That's not a shooting foul? Oh my goodness. And John Scott is calling a timeout. He wants to know why that's not a shooting foul. And he's absolutely got every right to ask that. So with that timeout, we'll take a 30-second break and come back here to Plymouth. 10-4 Northridge on AM 50 Sports. Restaurant. He's got to fire up. Off to Plymouth inbound, now coming off the timeout. 10-4 in favor of Northridge. Davis has it on the right side of Renz. Left side, Nininger. Here comes a three. Got it!
Yeah, that's what we need right there.
Plymouth trails by 3, 10-7. Well, John Scott was very adamant during that timeout with his boys, saying, listen, keep things simple and just get to your spots and start doing the little things. Play ball because they're ready to beat you. There's a pass that gets deflected. That went off the hands, apparently, Brandon Miller. Now checking into the game is Elliott Smith for the first time as Austin Dombrens will check out. Here we go with the inbound, right of the basket, actually in the far corner. Troyer looks to find somebody, and it's going to be thrown all the way out to the backcourt where it's handled by Hofsummer. The 6'1", 145-pound junior gets it into Troyer's hands, down low to Eaton, back to Troyer, open for 3, and he got it. Wow. They'll be heading to Indiana Wesleyan. You can understand why they got him. 13-7 now the score. Hodges with it on the right wing side. To Renz. Renz at the left elbow looking for somebody. There's a backdoor cut by Welch for 2.
Finally, somebody got open and Jeremy hits him.
13-9. Plymouth trails. Northridge forced the pass in and went off of one of his own teammates.
Right.
So that'll be a turnover by Northridge, albeit an unconventional one.
Caleb Haddon in the lineup early here for Plymouth, coming in for Haji.
4-point lead for Northridge. Randy Davis has the basketball. Welch will take it. Left side into the hands of Nylinger. Caleb Haddon at the top of the key. They're giving him some space, but he's about 2 or 3 feet outside of the arc. Now to Randy, right baseline drive. Blocking foul will be called on Northridge's Todd Coburn. That stops the clock at 3:28.
So 13th foul, just wonderful explosion off the first step by Randy Davis.
13-9, your score, Ridge. Here's Renz inbounding to Davis. Nice catch. Left block goes up for the short jumper. Fadeaway shot, missed everything. And a loose ball. Drug out of there by Troyer, and he's on the run. 2-on-2. Short elbow jumper, missed it. Loose ball. And a foul's going to be called on Plymouth, and that'll be on Nylinger.
Let's see who they're going to get that on. 5-2, Ryan Welch. Boy, I didn't see that push. They called him for a push in the back on the block out.
That makes 2 of us.
That makes 2 on Ryan.
Inbound right to the basket for Northridge. Caught in the corner. Dribbling out of trouble right now. This is Smith. Kicked it to the near side, and that's going to be thrown away.
That's going to be the 3rd turnover for Ridge.
Randy was in the passing lane, and the official Hirschberger said there was no deflection.
Blaine Schaefer in for Ryan Welch.
So here we go. Plymouth has the basketball. Randy Davis will bring it across the timeline. 3:08 to go in the opening quarter. 13-9 Northridge. Schaefer with it at the top of the key. Got it back to Nylinger on the right side. He tried to go in, and that's knocked out of bounds off the diving Elliott Smith, who knocked it away. Elliott Smith may not be a scorer, but he is a pretty good defender. He's playing right now better defense than his offense, according to Coach Ridge. Renz inbounds left of the basket for Plymouth, and it's caught near the timeline by Nylinger. Stays in the front court, and Randy now to the right side. Had left open for 3. Off the rim, down. Nylinger slips through, steps in, layup.
Nice
score. Well, he just fooled everybody. Nylinger looked like he was going to go to the outside with a dribble, and then he just stopped in his tracks and took 1 step and scored. And Eaton almost gave the ball away for Northridge. Now might up on the right side of Elliott and make that off summer, and he missed the jumper. Big board and a put back by Coburn. No, he missed the bunny. And Davis grabs the rebound.
Couple big misses by Ridge there.
Davis is going to draw a blocking foul out high, and I thought Hirschberger for a moment was going to call the offensive foul.
Yeah, nice defensive try there by Luke Hofsummer, but it goes against him. 14 foul. Nick Nylinger checks out as Austin Hodges comes back in. 2:27 left to go here in the first. It's a 2-point lead for Northridge, 13-11. Inbound left to the basket. It's into Schaefer's hands. Good pass fake, otherwise that would have been intercepted. Davis, top of the key Renz. Now to Schaefer out high. Worked around to the top.
Hodges to Randy, left side. He's one-on-one with his man. Gets to the elbow, kicked it out off the Hodges, who tried to deflect it to the corner because he couldn't catch it. And the spacing there not very good for Plymouth, results in a turnover.
Right.
So it remains a 2-point lead here for the Raiders. 13-11 with 2:05 left to go in the first. On the right side, handling it, this is Hofsummer. Got it up by Randy Davis. Eaton sets a pick. Homiser gets it to him now. Eaton outside the arc. Dribbles in, shut down by Davis's defense. Look back to Troyer at the top of the key. One-on-one with Hodges. Troyer slowed down at the elbow, kicked it to the corner. Worked out by Colburn, and now into the hands of Smith at playing the point. Colburn wants to dish it off because he's not much of a shooter unless he's really open. Smith, and with Haddon almost getting his hands in on the tip. Now back to Troyer. So the quarterback will now get the ball in his hands again. Plymouth playing well right now, 3-2. It looks like zone-wise. Kick to the corner. Quick three and away by Miller. No good. Rebound. Good job by Haddon preventing Eaton from going after that rebound. Blocked him out. So the ball comes all the way out of bounds. Plymouth possession with 1:20 to go in the first.
Jeremy Renz takes a rest. Sam on the floor.
Sam coming off a game against Concord where he wasn't feeling his best. Now he's okay, health-wise. Randy Davis to Falstich, right side. Haddon left open for three. Caleb off the rim. Big rebound by Schaefer. Back out to Haddon. Down to the hands of Hodges. Now to Davis on the left side. Dribbles to the left elbow, spin move, down low, post up, Falstich. And he kicked it to the corner. Nice perimeter passing. Hodges now to Falstich, back at the top. To the corner, Haddon. Open again for three. Got it every time. He's 1 of 3, and he finally hits that third shot. That's the old saying, right? A third time for try. So Plymouth takes the lead for the first time tonight. 13-13 to score. Northridge basketball.
Watch out now. Eaton wants to score on this possession. You can see him talking to his teammates.
Here's the drive and the kick to Troyer out to the right perimeter. And he's just going to pull it out with 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Davis is going to be hawking him.
This is all about Eaton.
Yep, it's now into the hands of Smith. Eaton right now parked down at the right corner. Down to 12 seconds. Staying with it is Smith. Smith pops the three. Go! 7 seconds left. And that will end the first quarter. Here's a steal by Troyer. And he got a shot away and could not put it in. Well, how about Colburn stepping up and popping a three with 7 seconds left for Northridge. In the lead at 16-14 as we head into the second quarter on 935-0404. Van Vassar Construction. Let us help build your business. Northridge shooting 46% after one quarter. Plymouth right at 50%. The program's 5 of 10 shooting-wise as the second quarter begins. Northridge going right to left to right on your radio dial. Handling it is Elliott Smith. Smith got it up by 9 to the right side to Troyer. Back out to Smith around far side. Handled there by Landon Miller. He forced a pass that almost got a steal. Ooh, what a reach-in foul on Plymouth somewhere. And that'll be on
Sam gets out.
Falstich.
Didn't see that one.
So that's his first foul.
Sam matched up against Eaton, trying to play him as physical as he can.
2-point lead for Northridge. They get an inbound right into Eaton, and he beats Falstich. He missed it, though. Troyer got it back. He had the ball, and somehow it popped out. Troyer feeds it in, gets the return pass at the right elbow. Now he pulls it out. Kicked it to the far side, handled by Colburn. Back into the hands of Troyer again. Troyer tries to use a pick from Brandon Weingart, who's in. Now Miller to the right side. Weingart skipped it over the far side to Troyer. He wants a left baseline drive. Kicked it to Eaton. He's fouled and couldn't get the roll.
Straight up defense. At least it makes Eaton go to the line. 52. Oh, I called that on Welch, his third.
So that's 3 now on Welch. And that's going to force John Scott here.
Yeah, make a decision quick.
And now John Scott is being told that was on Welch. Now we're going to have to get in Blaine Schaefer as Eaton misses the front end of the free throw here. They're catching some breaks.
Yeah, you know, we had that possession, we had that rebound, and somehow it just got away from Austin Hodges. And it's been down here at their end for a long time.
Second free throw by Wheaton. And that one's good. 3-point lead now for the Raiders. 17-14 as we're 1 minute into the second quarter. Austin Hodges has the basketball across the timeline. Takes the right side. Randy fights off his hook. And I'll tell you, a good work by Weingart to slow him down. Davis back with it. To Fallstitch. To the corner, Hodges. To Schaefer. Left side, Davis on a screen from Fallstitch. Oh, missed it. Rebound. Davis got knocked down. No foul on the guy guarding him, and that was Elliott Smith. Out of the corner, Weingart or Smith. Working against Niagara. Now to Troyer. I'll tell you, this Northridge team is a scrappy team.
Yes, they are.
Troyer, top of the key for three. No good. Rebound, Eaton over the back.
Nice job of blocking out. Eaton picks up his second foul.
Right over Sam Fallstitch's back, and that will cost him.
Nice block out. Well, when you're as good as Eaton, you know, some of those you just got to let go by. See, now he's going to go on the bench. He's still a very smart player, but that's a foul you just can't make when you're Troy Eaton.
Todd Coburn has had a pretty good first quarter. Will now come into the game for the Raiders. It'll be Austin Hodges to bring it across the timeline. Hodges averaging a point a game, 16 total on the season. He'll look to his left and go that way to Davis. Sees the left baseline open up. Now he's going to kick it to the top. Hodges left open for three. Got it.
There we go.
Austin nails his second three of the season, tying the game up at 17 all.
Tie ball game.
I love seeing Austin shoot that ball when they give him that much. 2 minutes gone by. Tied at 17. Northridge ball. Troyer has it. Cutting through and pulling out is Miller. Now to Smith's hands to Weingart. Weingart guarded by Schaefer in the right corner. Now he picks up his dribble. He's in trouble. Pass over Niagara. Up ahead to Randy.
Come on, Randy.
He's got Troyer to beat and dives.
Who can finish?
Second lead of the night for Plymouth. They lead at 19-17 with 5.5 to go in the second. Here comes Troy on the baseline drive. Shut down. Niagara steps in the lane for a steal. Here he goes the other way. Fouled by Weingart.
They're not going to give it to him, I don't think.
They will not get it to him.
That's NBA, but that's not high school. He's going to be down on the ground.
So 5:20 left to go in the second. A 2-point lead here for the Pilgrims.
Nice. Real nice.
Well, the swing now, pendulum is now into Plymouth's favor.
Should be inbounds Plymouth, as that is only their 16th foul.
So here we go. Renz looks to inbound, and he can't find anybody except Austin Hodges at the top of the key.
Nothing wrong with that. Got it in safe.
Hodges looking to his right to Randy. Randy on the pickup. Looking, still looking. Randy, left-hand dribble. Randy coming off a 28-point performance against Concord. Skip to the corner Niagara. Back up top Hodges. Now to Fallstitch. Fallstitch can't find the cutter, so now it's back out to Niagara. To the left elbow. Dumped it off to Randy in the right corner. Randy Wilkins one-on-one with his man. Draws a double team. Deflected back out to Fallstitch. Back down to Randy. Another double team down on the left low elbow. And Randy steps through it. Forced it up and got it.
Yeah, Randy Davis. Nice job taking his time.
21-17. He looked under control there. Randy Davis.
We got 2 steals in a row down here. Oh, somebody's flipped on Nick's guy.
And missing it, though, was Northridge's Todd Coburn. Here's Niagara the other way. An offensive foul for throwing the elbow. Niagara was trying to create some space there and got caught for the elbow.
Yeah, he just extended his arm. If you just keep your arm down and run into that player, it's not a problem. But when you extend the elbow, that's as soon as what they're going to call. Because that's almost something they teach in the referee school. If you extend that elbow, that's going to get the call. 21-17, Plymouth on top.
Troyer has the basketball in the front court for Northridge. They are off to the right side of the radio dial. And now Niagara gets a slap on the ball. It almost got deflected. Troyer got it up by Hodges. Kicked to the far side on the run. Pull up jumper. Missed there by Roberts, and the rebound. We couldn't grab it. Troyer back with it. Underneath and out of the hands of Dober. Oh, they said Plymouth touched it. Roberts just flat out had to go out of his hands and out of bounds. Oh, fair buddy. Wow. 21-17. 4-2.
Left to go. Where's my little red button here? Troyer tries to inbound, and he rolled to the top of the key. Saved by Northridge as he was almost out of bounds. Now on the far side. Handled by Troyer. Northridge with under 3 or 4 minutes left to go has the basketball. Trailing 21-17. Well, it's Smith tripped and fell. Davis called for the foul. Wow, we're getting a couple bad breaks in a row. That'll be... Davis was planted and yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. He ran over Davis's foot, and you can't. It's not your fault if your foot's there. 16 fouls apiece. So here we go. The basketball to the left side of Elliott Smith, the 6', 160-pound junior. Will cross over. Kicked it to the right baseline, but no shot there for Miller. Scratch that being Coburn. Yes, it's stolen away. Oh, Bostich gave it away. Deflected over to Troyer. Troyer in trouble. First it underneath. Bostich couldn't get it. Finishing it up is Coburn for Northridge. 21-19 on the Raiders score. From the basketball, Randy Davis to the right side, Nineligger as we approach the 3-minute mark remaining in the second. Nineligger, beautiful fake, couldn't finish. Bostich offensive rebound and score. Damn, well, you screw up, what do you got to do? You got to down and make it up. So the lefty puts it in, 23-19 in favor of Plymouth. 3 to go in the second. There's Troyer one-on-one, in and out of the hands of Dobritz another time, and he couldn't save this one. That's another turnover, Ridge. Great defensive pressure by Plymouth. 23-19. 2:47 to go here in the second. There's another one where you got to really appreciate Sam going up for Randy's rebound, Tony, because Randy hits all those, but that's the way coaches teach him. You go up for anybody's rebound, even though you think it's going to go in. Nineligger to Falstich. Stops it over to Hodges, reverse it to Renz. No back door, so Renz hangs on. Now you need to get it off to somebody, and there's Sam. Falstich to Hodges. Now to Randy. Randy right angle high. Falstich pops out. But Randy wants the one-on-one. Goes up for a run. Got too far to make the back. Here on the run is Hofsimer. And then he slows it down and dumps it off into the hands of Troyer. Dobrin's back into the hands of Troyer. Elliott Smith will set a pick for his man. That's Hofsimer who's got the ball. Back into the hands of Smith and a timeout called by Northridge. With 2:02 left to go in the second. 23-19 in favor of Plymouth on AM 1050 Sports. Break coming out in that first quarter. Beaton's been on the bench with those 2 fouls. Dobrens will get it out to the wing. Handled by Troyer, now into the hands of Hofsimer. Hofsimer gets it down low. A shot up, missed, tip back by Dobrens, no good. Rebound Hodges who got fouled, but he still managed to hold that one falling down. And now Davis with it from Renz. Davis one-on-one, layup, score! He exploded, and no one could catch him in the green jersey. 25-19 with 1:27 left. Troyer with the basketball, top of the key. Kicks it off left wing side, handled by Hofsimer. Now into the hands of Elliott Smith. One-on-one with Falstich out high. On the post-up move, getting an opportunity is Hoffman, and he drew the foul. I just kind of had him knocked out, but Nick came over the back for the block and picks up the foul. So the foul goes on Austin Hodges. That'll be his first. 1:10 left to go in quarter 2. And to the line will be Jordan Hoffman. Doesn't look like he's that good of a field shooter, but that free throw is perfect. That is his 27th point of the season, Larry, in which this is only his 10th free throw attempt of the season. This one's up, and that one goes down, too. Nice job. Pretty good for a big man. Catch, yep. 4-point lead for Plymouth with 1 minute remaining in the second. We'll see if we hold on to the ball here. Nineligger has it. We'll get it out to the right side to Davis. Now to Hodges, to Nineligger again. Nineligger looking. Coaches are call one. There's Falstich. Now to Hodges. To Davis. To Hodges. To Nineligger. 45 seconds. And now we're down to the final shot that will be taken of this half. Plymouth up by 4. 2-3 zone. Yeah, I guess it is it's just a drop back man-to-man. I apologize. They're just giving us lots of room up front.
28 seconds left, and Hodges has no count on him right now.
This is really where this team has struggled this year, is this final shot of each quarter, which Jack Edison just preached.
Down to 18 seconds, Hodges. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, and now we'll start it. 10 seconds, Hodges, right side. Now, right it out of the hands of Davis. It's deflected loose. Davis will save it. 3 seconds from half court. Dribbles. Goes in for the layup. But he couldn't get it to roll.
Got it. Nice try, Randy.
He almost turned a broken play into 2 points. How, I don't know, but he almost did.
Tony Ridge only had 5 points in that second quarter, so there was another quarter under 10.
25 now on this. Plymouth's defense has held the team to a single digit in the scoring column for a quarter. Davis wants the left baseline, tries to create some space, kicks it out to Renz. Now popping out, Falstich. Over to Davis on the left side. A 9-time leading scorer, hits the 3.
Good pass, good finish. Randy Davis.
28-21. Plymouth has the lead, half a minute into this third quarter. At the top of the key, handled there by Todd Coburn. Eaton at the top, guarded by Hodges. Spins on Hodges, got away possibly with a walk. Now Troyer penetrates, floats one up, banked it in. Now you can see right away what they want to do.
They're going to go back to their 2 main stars.
Yep, they want to attack. Falstich has the basketball to the right side, Hodges. Now to Falstich at the top of the key. Over to Welch. Davis.
Patience.
Back to Renz.
Having trouble getting neither open.
He now has it in his hands. Got it up there by Hofsberg. Falstich again at the top of the key. Looks left, still looking left, looks for a cutter. Now count begins on him. Better do something with it. There's Randy. To the right elbow. To the corner, Hodges, no shot. Hodgie dribbles to the right elbow, pops it back outside the arc. Now to Falstich again. To the right corner, Randy off the screen. A 3 on the way. Go!
Davis got his feet set.
Good ball movement. So Randy Davis with that 3. That makes it 11 points, so make that 12 points for him now. Eaton with a nice spin move on the baseline, lays it in.
Eaton went baseline.
31-25 Plymouth. Davis. Baseline, kick to the corner. Hodges left open, doesn't shoot it now. Falstich right low block. What a pass, and Sammy finished. Why, Hodgie had to put that on the money. That was going to work. Troyer with the basketball. To the right side, handled there by Coburn. Eaton down low in the flash, put it up and scoring there. There's Todd Coburn, and a timeout called by Northridge. With 5:44 to go here in the third. So with that timeout, we'll take a 30-second break. Come back. 33-27 Plymouth.
So far in this quarter, but I think Coach Scott's wanted his defense shored up, so he's got Ryan Welch basically. He's got his starters in there right now.
Hodges will bring it across the timeline, take the right wing, gets it to the top of Renz, off to the left Welch. Ryan lob from Niagara for 2.
Niagara.
Perfect pass by Rhino. 35-27 Plymouth. Troyer with the basketball. Top of the key, guarded by Hodges, in left to Eaton, left elbow, hops into the lane, floats it up, missed it. And he's going to draw a foul.
Could possibly be on Ryan Welch.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
That's a tough call.
Ryan Welch trying to block out to get to that ball, picks up his 4th foul.
So it'll be an inbound right of the basket for Northridge. 5:17 to go in the third. Troyer wants to inbound to the big man Eaton, but we got him surrounded. Good job by Plymouth's defense to prevent that inlet. Troyer now with the ball on the right wing side. Troyer will try to stretch our defense, pulling us way high. Hodges spin by Troyer, throws up a shot, missed it, Niander, tipped it up, Falstich there. Outlets left side of Randy, and here we go.
Nice
Randy
defense, Jeremy Renz.
darts through some traffic, gets it into the hands of Falstich. Now to the cutter, Niander in, shot block. Gilbrantz comes away with it, outlets to Troyer. That's a big defensive stop there for Northridge. Now they got to make Plymouth play. On the inlet to Eaton, double teamed, and he walked. No, it's an offensive foul, or did he step out of bounds?
I think he stepped out of bounds, Tony.
Yes, he did. On the baseline.
Again, great defense, great lower body strength by Jeremy Renz. I'm trying to really get the listeners to understand what Jeremy does, because they keep asking me, what's he doing out there that's so good? And that's another example. Just forced him out of bounds with his lower body strength.
35-27, Plymouth with the lead. Renz has the ball with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. They'll be giving away Mancino's Grinder coming up in between quarters. Austin Hodges will find Falstich. Now to Randy Davis. Randy looking, still looking. Now wants to penetrate. Dumped it off to the wing, caught by Nylander. He'll penetrate in, back out to Falstich at the point. To the elbow, Renz. Jeremy will pull it back out to Falstich. Now to Randy, nice catch. Randy got by Troyer, hops into the lane, throws the foul.
Whoa.
Is that going to be on Eaton?
Randy really forced that one big time.
Nope. That'll be on Northridge's 32, Todd Coburn. So Coburn, the 6', 185-pounder, draws the foul. And Jason Ridge now pulls the official over who called that foul and says, listen, how's that not offensive? Randy Davis will go to the free throw line where he will not get the roll on his first attempt. So he is 0 for 1 tonight. It's hard to believe this is the third quarter and we're about 4 minutes away from ending this third quarter. This is the first time Randy's got to the line.
15 points on the night so far for Randy.
Second free throw by RD. It's up and that's good.
Perfect.
36-27. Raiders have a 1-2, or is that a diamond? 1. Press put on here by Plymouth. Will get back defensively. And it's handled by Hofsumler. Now to Troyer. Guarded up by Nylander. That's the fact Nylander's got Troyer because Nylander's got those long arms to face him on a shot. Now the switch is with Hodges now with Troyer. To Eaton, popping a three, no good. Rebound, Randy all along.
Tough shot there.
Randy will get it to Nylander on the far wing. Popping out Jeremy over to Austin. You hear John Scott over there in the background.
Yeah, once that ball snapped, that's the first dribble we've had.
Nylander into the lane, dumped it off the Renz, and he lost it out of bounds.
Certainly not looking for that pass. Thought Nick was going to shoot.
So turnover Plymouth at 3:03 remaining in this third. 36-27 the score. Landon Miller back into the game. And nothing to Landon Miller's game. He just comes in and shoots the ball immediately as soon as he catches.
Exactly, and that's why you heard Joel yelling at Sam that he is the shooter.
Troyer has the basketball against this 2-3 zone. Eaton wants to penetrate, and the block foul on Jeremy Renz stops the clock at 2:51.
You gotta like that about Eaton is he goes so hard to the hole that you almost have to make that official call something.
So it'll be an inbound left to the basket here for the Raiders as Troyer will try to find Eaton. Nothing happened. It comes out to Landon Miller instead. Miller will dribble once, get it to Eaton. Got it up 1-on-1 with Nylander. Eaton pulling out near the timeline now, kicks it off. Troyer, nice dribble penetration for the layup. He just put the rock at Plymouth defense there, and that was all she wrote. 36-29. Can't have too many more breakdowns like that. But too much game left. Renz at the top of the key to the right side, Hodges. Still looking, now popping out Falstich. To Renz at the high elbow, now left side to Randy. Randy on that left side wants to dribble in, hand it off to Falstich, who's at the point again. Sammy right into the free throw line. Don't have anything to work with. Steps it off to Randy on the right side. Surprised Troy didn't come after that. Hodges. Can't find Eilinger. Hodges pulls it back out a little further for Renz. Now to Randy, as we're under 2 minutes to go in the third. Falstich over to the right. Eilinger denied his drive. Back out. Hodges to Davis for 3 off a screen.
Nice.
Score! Hey, it was Sammy who set that screen right there, and it's a 10-point lead for Plymouth. 39-29.
Real close to a moving screen, but we don't care if they don't call it.
On the left side. There's Elliott Smith seeing an opening, floats it up and drew the foul on Davis.
How could you miss that one? It was right there in front of your eyes. But that's what Coach Scott's asking the official. Randy picks up the foul, his second. It will put Elliott Smith at the line for Northridge.
So with a minute 34 to go here in the third. To the the free throw line will go Elliott Smith.
Well, I tell you, they're just relaxed free throw shooters.
They ended up shooting 3 or 4 from the line in that first half. Deflects free throws down.
Perfect.
39-31. Plymouth basketball with Randy Davis handling it. Fouled up by Troyer. I love this matchup right here. 2 good point guards. Wins to Deilinger. Fall stitch at the top. Looks, now dribbles to the right elbow. Back out to Randy. Randy draws a double team. Back to Fall stitch. He draws a double team on the low elbow. Nice skip to the wing to Hodges, who doesn't pull the trigger. He pulls it out.
Man, that's a wide open look.
Hodgie to the right side, Randy. Randy Davis will get it up to Fall stitch again. He's the safety valve right now at the top. To Renz. Outside the perimeter on the left angle. Back to now Neilinger. Takes his man to the hole. He's blocked from behind as cutting over was Eaton. Eaton gets his first block of the night. He swats it out of bounds. It'll be an inbound for the Pilgrims. Coming into the game will be Brandon Weingarten, the senior. And it'll be Landon Miller. They'll take a breather. So here we go. Off the inbounds. Festich has it on the left wing side. Stops, looks, still looks, still looks. He's in trouble, needs help. And a foul on Eaton as he slapped at Sam.
Good strong ball movement and pivot by Sam, and it gets Eaton another foul, his third.
Snaps the clock at 39 seconds.
Well, you know, if you were Coach now, you just want somebody to take it at Eaton.
Yeah.
3 fouls and 39 seconds left in the third. Oh, we're not going to get that chance. He's gone.
Yep, Eaton's going to take a seat as Todd Coburn comes in for him. Plymouth will probably look for the final shot here. Davis one-on-one with Troyer. Doesn't take him. Creates a little space. Goes behind the net. Threw it off of Troyer out of bounds. Smart heads-up play by Randy Davis.
Nice job. Troyer showing he can stay with Randy. Randy under control. Knocks it out of bounds off him. Our ball.
Inbound. Renz right to the basket for Plymouth. Now they're trying to dive in. Cannot do it. And now the outlet's almost picked off. Good thing that Randy Davis was there.
28 seconds left, no count. We got a nice lead here.
Davis with the basketball will throw it across to the near side to Neilinger in front of our location. 20 seconds, Neilinger dumped it back off to Randy. Troyer guards him.
Still no count. 12
seconds. Now there's a count. 10 seconds, now Randy Davis. Here we go. Davis, 8 seconds. Bad pass, stolen by Northridge. Here we go the other way. Dumped off to the right side, now to Troyer's hands. 2 seconds. 1 second, a 3 at the horn. No good off the rim.
We didn't get that last shot again, Tony.
We've completed 3. We're giving away Mancino's when we come back after 39-31, Plymouth on AM 1050 Sports. Number 7, that's call number 7 at 936-4096. That's call number 7, a Mancino's Grinder, courtesy of our good friends at Mancino's of Plymouth. Fourth quarter begins with a reach-in foul on Jeremy Renz, 10 seconds into the fourth quarter. So that stops the clock. So good luck to call number 7 for the Mancino's Grinder. Inbound, Northridge coming up left of the basket. Troyer looking, still looking. Outlets Eaton, nice catch. Goes in hard, left block, missed it. Got his own ball, then lost it. And was fouled in the process.
Wow, how did Hodges knock the ball away from him?
Hodges got quick hands. That's one reason.
Yeah.
That's Hodges' second foul. And to the free throw line goes the big man, Ben Eaton. 1 or 2 tonight from the charity stripe. And hits a big free throw there to cut the deficit to 7. 39-32 Plymouth. Another free throw coming. This guy is a great basketball player. And he drains. Yes, he rolled in.
That's what you call getting the roll.
Which home court are we playing in? Randy Davis has the basketball.
Need a bucket here.
Now handled by Hodges. Now to Haddon on the right side. Falsich to Renz. On the perimeter still. Davis. Now to Hodges. Hodges still outside the perimeter to Renz left elbow.
He's going to dribble once and kick it to Foster. It's right elbow. Nice backdoor lead to Hodges. Shot fake, score!
There you go. Good pass, good finish.
Austin with the bucket. 41-33 Plymouth. Almost a minute gone by in the fourth. Smith down this Eaton. Spin move, missed the layup. Davis the rebound, and he grabs it. And Jason Ridge just gets called for a technical foul. He used a word that he probably didn't need to use. He was wanting a foul on that spin move by his all-star player. I think Jason would have been okay if he wouldn't have used it. He wouldn't have said something he shouldn't have said.
On the way by.
Yeah.
Randy Davis at the line to shoot two, and we'll get the ball.
Well, here again, Jason's been around and been coaching for 5 years. As Randy hits the first free throw, making it 42-33. This could be a really big technical foul call here. There's another free throw, 43-33.
Wayne's going to come in for Sam. Again, coach is very upset with the way Sam was playing defense down there on trying to double team Eaton.
So now coach is talking with Sammy on the bench.
Got to play both ends.
Hodges has the basketball. Plymouth gets a couple of freebies there thanks to that technical foul on Coach Ridge.
And the ball, so now's a nice time to burn some clock here and get a good shot off. And I see Nick kick back out on that floor.
Hodges to the right elbow, Renz. Renz can't get the skip pass, finds it to the elbow, Schaefer down to Davis. Davis wants the left baseline, kick to the corner. Haddon couldn't shoot it, back to the top, Austin. Down to Randy, and a foul, offensive foul on Haddon on a moving screen.
Haddon picks up his first foul, team 6.
43-33, still your score.
Nick Nyers still on the bench, not sure why.
Approaching 6.5 left. Troyer gets it to the right side. Smith to Eaton, double team down. Oh, triple team. Loose ball. Plymouth got it. Austin got the deflection. Randy for the finish. Yes!
That's his body control.
2 minutes gone by in the fourth, and what a defensive effort there, resulting in a bucket. Boy, Plymouth just collapsed on Eaton. There was nothing he could do. Northridge's Troyer has it at the top of the key, spins on Haddon. To the near side, Dobrins. Down to Troyer, down low, Smith on the right low block, turns, shoots over Renz, foul Renz. Oh, he got too low and started pushing him, Larry. Now, that's good defense in your and I's eyes, but the official is not going to give that much leeway.
Big foul there. I thought that he did just a perfect job on defense, but not the official.
That just looked like really good low body defense.
Jeremy picks up his third.
To the free throw line for Northridge will be Elliott Smith. Kid has been struggling on offense, and he misses the front end here.
Good call there.
45-33. Plymouth has the lead. And here comes the second free throw. As it's up, and that is good. 45-34. Looks like they're going to go for a half-court trap here. Hodges, so now everybody peels off. The one-on-one is Hodges and Elliott Smith. Now to Randy Davis on the right side. Plymouth on the offense, leading here by Bunch. Davis tries to lean into one, and that's going to be a foul on Troyer.
Wow, that is such a matchup, Tony. That is worth the price of admission just to watch the two of them go head-to-head. Two perfect basketball players, both of them. Going head-to-head, hard-to-hard.
45-34. With 5.5 left, Plymouth inbounds left to the basket. Lobbing to Randy, cut at the free throw line, but it was going off balance, so he couldn't shoot. So Randy just pulls it out. And Randy Davis, 7 straight games as a leading scorer.
Tell you what, we got a good lead here.
Jason Rands is going to draw a foul on Northridge, or did he get called for the foul?
I think he's going to draw a foul. They ran right through him on the screen. Luke Hofsmama is going to get his second. And the team is fifth.
45-34, Plymouth, another inbound for the Pilgrims, left of the basket. Renz to Davis, offensive foul on Falstich away from the ball. So Santa gets called for whatever he did.
Yeah,
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Just a screen, just trying to set good screens.
5:10 left to go in the fourth. Here's Troyer with the basketball. Falstich switches out on him now. Troyer gets by him, a floating jumper from the left elbow, no good. Dobrin to the rebound. Red's got it away from him. Out to Randy. Outlet to Hodges. Underneath the nigger on the foul. Foul, no call. And now we go the other way. Kick to Eaton. Eaton one-on-one. Baseline drive slowed down. Got away with a walk. Oh my goodness. To the right side. Baseline jumper. Elliott Smith finishes off for Northridge. A timeout called by the Raider head coach, Jason Ridge. Let's send it back to our studios and to our very own Scott Aroo for our winner. Scott? Northridge will apply it as Plymouth will go the length of the court.
Yep,
No, they're back off here. Okay. They'll mark up Hodges once he gets across the timeline. Now they're looking for the half-court trap. Hodges keeps his dribble and works the ball well to Falstich. Now to Renz. 4.5 left to go in the game. 45-36 in favor of Plymouth. Neilinger hands it off to Davis. Over to Neilinger in the far corner, back up top. Handled there by Renz. Missed Falstich with a pass, and it's stolen away by Northridge. Unforced turnover. Troyer leads in, got away with an elbow, dumped it to Eaton for two. 45-38, not out of the woods yet. Plymouth has the lead with 4 minutes left. 45-38, Neilinger tries to get around, layup, score!
Put some points on the board by Nick.
47-38. Under 4 now to go in the game. Troyer left side. Trying to make a move there was Hofsummer. Now to the right side, and Troyer had the ball stripped away by the long arms of Neilinger defensively. There goes out of bounds. Guy Welch will come in. 8 minutes put up by Sam Falstich. Here we go with the inbound as Dobrins will lop it all the way back out to the backcourt. And Troyer will get it across the timeline. One-on-one with Hodges. Left side of Dobrins. Dobrins can't find his post up, but now to Troyer. Troyer spins, bumped, throws an off-balance shot up off Hodges, no good. Rebound, Dobrins lost it. Neilinger grabs the rebound and outlets to Randy. In it on the run, Davis bullets it to Hodges, and then he gets it to Welch, back out to Hodges. Hodges to the far side of Randy's. We're down to the 3-minute mark left to go in the game. Hodges fouled on the way to the bucket.
Randy fouled on the way to the bucket. Calm down, keep it together, Randy.
Him and Dobrins kind of got into it a little bit.
Should be out of bounds, Plymouth. 3:06 left.
47 that was on Troyer, by the way.
It's his third.
I thought that was on Dobrins. Inbound, Plymouth right in the basket. Welch gets it into the hands of Hodges. Hodges now he forced a pass that got kicked by Elliott Smith. 4:02 left. Inbounding Plymouth. Renz finds Welch on the right wing side. To the top, Neilinger. Neilinger reversed it back to Randy on the right wing. Popping out Welchie. Rhino gets it into the hands of Renzi. And now to Neilinger. To Welch again. Welch to Davis. Finds a lane. Throws it up. Scores! Block party control middle by Randy.
Going to the line. 2:41 left. Plymouth up 49-38.
Randy Davis. My goodness. What a move by the 5'11 senior. Wow.
Maybe we got some bleeding there. They're going to tape it up.
I tell you, Randy Davis has come into his own as each game. We talked about his numbers. Leading scorer 7 straight games now. He has been leading rebounder 3 times this season. And this free throw here will make it 50-38. So Randy hits it.
26 points for Randy.
He's got a game high of 30, which came against Tippecanoe Valley back on December 4th in a tic-tac reach-in foul on Austin Hodges. Stops the clock at 2:36.
They're going to get the clock stopped, and they're going to get to shoot free throws. That's what you don't want to do.
Well, and then that's what now is going to happen is it's going to be up to Northridge's defense to try to make the stops. And they've kind of had trouble doing that.
Going out for a second. I'm not sure why, with 2:36 left.
To the free throw line will go Troyer. This young man is a 74% free throw shooter coming into tonight. Troyer's first trip to the line misses, and a rebound in Eilinger. They give it to Randy with 2.5 to go.
Huge miss as we can really burn some clock here now with good ball control.
Austin Hodges to Welsh. Now into the hands of Renz. Eilinger. Eilinger will get it to the right side of Randy. 1-on-1 with Troyer. Back into the hands of Welch, around to the top, Hodges. Hodges will now get it over into the hands of Davis again. To Welch. Right pass, great save. Eilinger, loose ball on a reach-in foul on Weingard.
Nick's going to go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1.
So Eilinger will hit the charity strike.
Beaten back in.
Nick coming into tonight's game 60% on the season, 22 of 37. Nick tops on the team for the field goal, from the floor, quite frankly, at 47% this year.
9 points for Nick in the game tonight.
And he's our best three-point shooter, coming in at 37%. And that free throw's good.
10 points for Nick.
51-38 on the first free throw make by Nick, and here comes the second one. Eilinger has been a 4-time leading scorer this season. He drains that one. 52-38 Plymouth with 2 minutes to go in the game. Troyer with the basketball across the timeline, sees a lane, forced to pass to Dobrins. Good catch, he shoots and scores. It's a nice penetration there by Troyer. Press put on by Northridge. Eilinger passes, got the finger from behind, but he got it back with help from Welch. Eilinger steps through to Renz. Renz trapped at half court. And a reach-in foul will be called here. And who's that on?
Eaton. Should be on Eaton.
That on Eaton. It's going to be on, yes, Eaton indeed. So that'll be his fourth.
And Jeremy Renz, 1 for 2 tonight at the line, will be at the line.
Now, how about JR? I tell you, don't let the size fool you. This kid plays harder than most 6'6" guys.
Perfect free throw. 2 points tonight for Jeremy.
Jeremy didn't score against Concord in the last home game, had a couple of rebounds. Free throw too hard, and the rebound Troyer of Northridge. 53-40 Plymouth. There's a 3 by Eaton. Rainbow's home.
Well, that's the shot that's there, but he just hasn't taken it much.
Davis tries to elude a press here, and Troyer caught for the nudge foul near the timeline, stopping the clock in the minute 26. So Randy will go back to the free throw line. Well, Plymouth this year as a team from the free throw line is at 68%. They came into tonight with 116 makes out of 171 tries. That free throw perfect. Now, one would say that doesn't sound like a whole lot, and quite frankly, it really isn't.
27.
If it wasn't for the slow start from the charity stripe this season, that number would probably be 80. So that free throw is good. But we struggled from the line earlier this season, and it's been a nice slow recovery as it's gone on. 55-43 Plymouth on them makes. There's Troyer penetrating. We'll give it to him. Threw up a wild shot and still got it to roll in.
This is good.
10-point lead, Plymouth, 55-45. Nice outlet, transition game. Randy will run it in for 2.
29 for Randy.
57-45. Here's Northridge quickly the other way. 3 by Landon Miller. Rainbows off the rim. Rebound to Welch. Can he outlet? Yes. Randy's got it on the left wing side. Looks for some help. And we'll cut through the middle with under a minute to go in the game.
They look like they're going to foul him now. They're just going to let him dribble.
57-45. Davis will get it to Welch. Back to Randy. Troyer. Guarded by Randy, guarded by Troyer. Now to the hands of Rance. Oh, we had Welch open underneath, but they're just going to hold on to it right now with 30 seconds left. 57-45 as the Big Red Faithful stands and claps in unison. As the Pilgrims are 20 seconds away from improving to 12-2 on the year and remaining undefeated in the conference. Davis still with the basketball, folks. 13 seconds. 12, 10, 9, and that's going to be it. Randy will dribble out the rest of this clock, and the Pilgrims will come away with a victory here tonight and improve to 12-2 and stay undefeated in conference play with 6 wins and no losses. Final score, 57-45, the Pilgrims over the Northridge.